Virgo, welcome to your reading. I'm your girl, Kelly Lunt, Law of Attraction, expert, channel, and medium. And don't forget, guys, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time with High Vibe Mornings, followed up with free mini reads here on YouTube. So come check that out. If you happen to be watching this March 10th, this week I'm only going to be able to go live Monday and Tuesday, but Monday through Thursday is the normal schedule. And if you want to meet your spirit guide, I'll drop a link in the comments for free meditation to do that, coupled with a free mini manifesting course if that strikes your fancy. And I will, of course, link to private reads. And that's where we channel spirits. So you'll be speaking to spirit guides directly through me. I'll put a link to book that reading down below in the comments. But okay, so Virgo, it looks like this is an interesting read. Love is on your mind. And it's kind of like your theme that you're going through right now is like you're definitely recognizing the value of love. Someone who's like focusing on you with that like juicy good life force energy, and that like you're cute, mutual attraction. And so you want love because that's the basis of this read. But there's a how do you balance it with contentment, boredom, right? Because it kind of looks like some of your focus has been on, I want to keep it spicy, I want to keep it attractive, but it kind of looks like whatever approach you've been going, it hasn't really worked with any of the other people. So you're at a place where you're like reevaluating, like, okay, right, at some point it is I haven't found the right person yet. And then there's also another point of maybe the way I'm going, what I want needs to be adjusted if no one's coming on board, and there's also a how do I it's like you were also trying to prevent over loving someone because you don't want to like overwhelm them. I don't understand that, but that's the message coming through. So you were trying to like, no, I got to keep a little bit of distance because I know I can love intensely, and it like has scared people away. So it's almost as like, the pendulum, you just swung too far the other way. So it's like, how do you find that balance between I love you, keeping the attraction alive, also having a contented home life? Because there's a difference between a love story, which always ends in tragedy, Tristan and Isolde, Romeo and Juliet. It has that pining, that desire, that want, but desire is different than, pleasure. Desire is wanting and pining. Pleasure is enjoying. If you take desire to the extreme, you get the love tragedy stories. If you take pleasure to the extreme, you just become a little dopamine addict. So you're really kind of Virgo just at a place where you're like, okay, I'm just going to admit to myself that like love is the most important thing to me right now. I want to pull another card for that. Yeah, and you're kind of like at a place where like, I'm ready for it to not be so confusing and complex. I'm ready to just be enjoying it. Like you're ready to just be enjoying love, Virgo. Yeah. And like you truly believe that having that loving, supportive person there will help you feel like you're on your path. And believe it or not, like what's coming through the tarot cards, like the message from the spirit guides for you guys is once you have someone to focus on and love and like add value to their life, like almost daily, even if it's just a hug, a cuddle, um, that's what's really it's like when you have that person to focus on to like add to their life pretty consistently, that's what's going to actually get you on your path. Okay, so it looks like that was your theme. This is what's under that, and like kind of what's causing the theme to come up is you want to be more intentional. So you want to be like fun and creative, right? Like look, it's wearing wings. It's got the little bit of whimsical coming out of the book, the creation, the imagination, but it's like intentionality too. And it's almost as if you're kind of becoming aware. Yeah, you're going through huge growth. It's like you're at a point where you're becoming aware that it's not just about finding the right person who's like a yoink, join my life, let's go, right? Because that tends to be like, just for an example, when you have someone really older and someone really younger, and that younger person is at a place of wanting that mentorship, needing that mentorship, and willing to, okay, you're taking care of me and all of my needs, like all my money, you're taking care of everything for me, you're teaching me about life. Okay, I will come step aboard. But it kind of looks like you haven't wanted to do the like taking care of piece. So finding someone to like just Okay, what do you want from me, husband? Okay, oh, thanks for teaching me about this. Okay, what do you need from me? Okay, thanks for teaching me about this. Um, you kind of honestly, what the cards are saying is that you have found the really younger people to just be annoying, and you don't want to deal with that. So you're kind of just recognizing that it it's like you're stepping over, it's like you're understanding leadership versus dictatorship. Dictatorship is no, I can't ever do that, you just need to accept that otherwise, instead of a, well, hey, let me sit down and explain to you, like, this is why that's so hard for me, this is what it would cost me, this is why that's hard for me, and know that my intent and my goal is this for us. How does this make you feel? Like, how do you feel about this? You got to be okay that the other person might need time to take that in, process it, play it out in their head before they come back and talk. Because there's like different way that different people navigate the world differently. Some are more logically oriented, some are more emotionally oriented. I know I'm a more emotional person, and I tend to, when I get information, I need to, like, well, how, like, I need to play out different scenarios in my head. How would I feel? And then, like, sometimes it won't even, I know none of those scenarios are necessarily the way it'll play out, but it helps me get the clarity. I'm like, okay, I can do this, or like, no, I can't. So it's kind of just being okay that sometimes they may not be as smart as you, they may not be as fast as you. Not knocking whoever you're dating. It just seems like the person is more in their emotions than they are with, like, remembering dates and facts. Like, they're more, oh, their birthday's coming up. What should we get them for their birthday? Oh, maybe we should take them here and do this thing instead. Um, and meanwhile, you're like, okay, their birthday is in 2 weeks. Babe, what were you thinking of buying? We have 2 weeks. Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked that question. I was thinking this. You're like, oh, well, if we're going to buy that and get that done, we need to buy it tomorrow so it arrives on time. So it's kind of like you're more the logical person, more this, more that. So there probably was, being a little blunt, Virgo, like just a little bit of arrogance in there with, like, they couldn't function without me. They wouldn't even bought it in time. But you're kind of starting to see that, like, well, dang, you wouldn't have thought of that trip if it weren't them. You wouldn't have thought of that present. So it's kind of like you guys coming together. They think more emotionally, creatively, coming together. Here's something we all could do together. And you're like, wow, I wouldn't have thought of something that was good for the little kids, the moms who needed nursing, the uncles. Wow. Okay, you need help with the logistics planning to make sure it gets done. Okay, so you're just starting to see the value of it, and you're starting to see that. How does it make you feel? And you're recognizing that it has to be like a little bit of a dialogue so that you both have buy-in for your path ahead. And who knows, they might be able to come up with a, oh, I really like that you want to keep things spicy, so do I. Um, and they might have an idea that makes it really good. You'll never know. And you're like, okay, we can try it. And the point is, like, you don't have to come to a one-time dead solution. This is what we're doing. It's a, okay, let's try that. Let's try that for a week or 2 weeks. And then we're just going to ride out this choice for the time length that we come up with, unless it's like an emergency for someone. And we'll circle back then. So it's like you're just going to be like much more collaborative, cooperative. I hate to use those words, but those are the words that are coming to me right now. It looks like in your recent past, you were just utterly tired of, like, being disappointed of love. You're tired of, it's not even disappointment. It's, you're tired of putting in forth energy and effort, think you're on the path, and then it not being on the path. Um, and because you're starting to get this sense of, oh, I'm just a wanderer, I'm just a nomad, I'm just that forever bachelor, I don't want to be, the single auntie anymore. You're like, you're just kind of starting to recognize that, like, the value of relationships is that it gives you a sense of purpose, it gives you something to focus on that's like a grounding point for you. And one thing that someone told me that was like, Kelly, relationships like a kite. If you're a kite, the wind can fly, you can go on crazy adventures, but if you have someone holding that rope, you can soar higher. They can control you so that the wind won't make you crash. You could soar longer. Um, yeah, okay, so going into the near future, it's like you're willing to embrace that you're either a handsome man or you're a beautiful woman. Like, you're very physically attractive and you're ready to embrace, I am physically attractive. I do have a very sensual side within me, and I'm ready to explore that with someone. what will it look like if I explore this with someone, like in a loving, committed relationship? Whereas old you was, this is what it needs to look like. I've read the books. You're either on board or you're not. You're not, okay, get out. Now it's like a, no, I want to explore this with someone. And it's going to be a whole new journey. You got three major arcana cards. You got the Fool card, which is start of a new adventure. You got the Karma card, which means this is a lesson your soul came down to learn. It's kind of like you're just really ready to drop the fight in the relationship. It's kind of like you just want to, like, I just want to drop my guard down and trust that whoever I'm with has got my best intentions at heart. And you're like, universe, just give me that soft, sweet person who I can at least trust their intentions. And if you can like admit that to yourself and feel it and feel the drop in your body, that's what's going to cross you. Like you got the veil card. That's where you're going to like cross over and either meet whole new people that are so much softer, kinder, loving, or you're going to meet like rendezvous with new parts of people who are current in your life and just have a completely different experience with them. Okay, so it looks like your personal power through all of this is literally like make peace with the past, make peace with whatever relationships failed or didn't, make peace with whatever you may have done or did not do in relationships. So making complete peace with the fact, but also have a dominant point of your focus in your next relationship being on peace. How do we peacefully talk about this? Sometimes you might be the one that get agitated and they might have to be the one to like hold back and wait for you. But sometimes if they get agitated, it's kind of like, don't prod them. You know, like one example, I heard a phone call recently. It was a lady, I think she was on the phone with like a mom or an aunt, just definitely an older woman figure in her life. And like the younger girl was trying to like get off the phone because she couldn't, she was just talking in the room we were in and she couldn't, like the door was locked, she couldn't get out. And she just said, listen, you always tell me it's rude when my phone is out on the table when we're out. I'm doing that to other people right now. And the lady didn't go, oh, I'm sorry, you're feeling distressed. Okay, we'll call later. She didn't de escalate. Instead, the person on the other phone clearly said something like, well, why'd you take the call? Why did you do that? So that's like prodding, right? When one person escalates, it's because emotions came up and like, don't escalate even more, make it worse, right? So it's kind of like oh, they got emotional. Maybe they're being manipulative. They might have that shadow manipulative cluster B, cluster fudge going on. Time will tell though, so there's no point of escalating even higher. It only raises your cortisol, it raises theirs, it causes conflict and chaos, and you don't actually get to like rupture and repair. If there's a rupture in a relationship, you got to repair if you want it to be good long term. Yeah, so Virgo, it's just your point of focus is how do we peacefully talk about this? This didn't go so well this time. I was late to my meeting. She didn't get her videos done. How do we approach road trips next time in a way where we both get our stuff done? Type of a thing. Okay, in terms of outside influences, interesting. You got the Mystic card as your outside influence. Give me a clarifying card. Oh, it's outside. It's worth putting an effort into wanting to enjoy the softer things of life, wanting to enjoy the more feminine side of life, wanting to get more of your life satisfaction out of relationships and out of career achievement. So outside influences are kind of like, it's okay, man. You don't got to take the extra shift. Go enjoy a walk on the beach. Um, yeah, because outside influences are like, even though he's really good, or she, whatever way you go, even though he's really good at his career, other people are, he's really good at providing for the family. We see that he still needs that special someone for him. Um, yeah, so outside influences are like, go enjoy the softer, feminine things of life, the art, the relationships. Okay, in terms of your personal power this month, it's not something that you have to figure out 100% on your own. It's recognizing, right? It's like, how do I navigate this? How do I say what I want? How do I state my values to make sure I get the right person? No, it's, I know my values. I know what's important to me in my life. I have a 80% solid idea of what I want, the end of my life to look like. And then it's seeing how do you two come together to like leave room for the other person to add some to the vision. Nope, I'm here in this state. You come to walks with me in this state. When I'm here, we do that. Like leave a little room for, hey, well, when we're here, can we go explore this? because you might be quite surprised. I guess one story I want to share with you is I witnessed one like love story where the guy was really good at like planning big old grand vacations, like epic. I would have never thought of ones that cool, that big, that comfortable. Um, and he was a good earner. But it was definitely like a earn a lot, spend a lot, earn a lot, spend a lot. Whereas this person was a really good, like practical, logistical person, get stuff done. Oh, that's the vision that you have? Okay, I need to go buy these things. This is when we need to start packing. This is how we need to pack and organize it so we can get what you want done. And he's like, wow, you made my dream a reality. And she's like, you had a dream that was worth putting effort into. It was like this, thank you. He would plan like the big vacations, make it grand. She'd go, okay, let's also, as much as we spent on that vacation, let's put that much away for our retirement and our savings. So, like, be willing to be positively influenced by a person that you're letting up close and personal into your life. And like, you're really opening up. In terms of your outcome, you got the Five of Embers, which is those are kind of the minor crumbling downs of like the, okay, I can't. The way I've been approaching it isn't working. I got to let a new way come in. And it's being willing to be positively influenced by the person you let up close and personal in your life. You know, I think that sometimes, especially for people with like high IQs who are really smart, they're like, okay, I get it. My partner can't talk about astrophysics with me. Oh, they can't even talk about thermodynamics with me. Oh, they can't even talk about basic chemistry. Okay, well, now all I need is adult time. Yeah, you're probably not going to get a long standing relationship that way. So you're like, oh, well, maybe I need birthday celebrations. Maybe I need someone to focus on just to like make them smile, buy them a gift. Maybe if I help them with their career a little, with lighting for their camera or buying them a better camera, they'll enjoy their work more and then I'll see them enjoying it more. Maybe I need someone to like plan vacations with. So it's kind of like you're starting to like open up and recognize, I just need this for my close person. It's okay, I do want to explore other things. And it might even just be I want more steady, consistent companionship. In that companionship, you gotta be willing to be like influenced by the other person. But there might sometimes be, hey, I tried it your way. I don't want to, like, I can't do that anymore. Can we try it my way this time? Like, let's play my way this time. As long as it's not gonna like physically, mentally, emotionally destroy someone or like hurt them. Play my way. And then you get to, well, here's what I liked about that. Well, here's what I liked about that. I liked tennis for this reason. I like pickleball for this reason. Well, why don't we try racquetball? Okay, you know what works for both of us? It's actually pickleball. You know, like, so just be willing to be expanded by the people up close and personal in your life, especially your romantic partner. All right, much love, Virgo. I go live Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific time on this channel. Don't forget, America just went through daylight savings time, so I think that's spring forward. So if it was at like 10 a.m. your time, I think that means it's 11 a.m. your time. It might be the other way. You guys check, man. I'm a typical American, oblivious to that kind of stuff. And if you want to meet your spirit guide, I'll put that free meditation below, coupled with the free mini manifesting course. It obviously doesn't go into too much in detail in the paid course that has the videos, the PDFs, the live examples. And I will, of course, link to personal readings down below in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.